But anyways, I think we have a second match here as well, and this is gonna be in quite the ways up in division wise. It's gonna be in Master Division, Dampsquib
Well,
versus Zerodoom.
I mean, one division is blues, the other division is blues. There's no difference, right?
No. But let's take a look at the standings there, and I think it's the very similar situation for both of them here. So both Zero Doom and Daskun, they really need a win, for both reasons. It's so if Zero Doom loses again, it's the same situation with Lamanuk. If it wouldn't matter this what the mass match is gonna be for him, he's gonna be out. Rather, he's gonna be relegated. While Dampsquib, if they lose as well, they're not necessarily out, but if Dampsquib wins, he still has a shot of fighting for a promotion match spot at the top two there. So again, both of them really need a win, but for entirely different reasons.
Wow. I didn't really realize that this is a match from the literal bottom of the standings. And both of the players are trying to claw their way upwards and away from relegation. And unfortunately, yes, it's not looking really good for Zerodoom, and he really needs this victory.
Yeah, I think Zero Do unfortunately has been quite struggling in the Masters division up to this point. It's just again one of them all the returning veterans, while Shep has absolutely been on fire this division. I think only losing one match to Martini. But Zero Do unfortunately has lost, apart from the default wins, has lost every single set thus far.
Oh, that's painful.
I mean, it is a scary division. I mean, after the Po Noob drop, that is. But
Wait a second.
but yeah,
Actually, let's stop talking about the division and other people, and let's focus on the two people down here. So we do have a little bit of a ban phase before we move into the game, and I believe those ban phases are slightly longer than what I'm used to in Sapphire. So can you guide me through it?
yes, it's in Masters and Grandmasters, it's first to 9 rather than first to 7. So we'll have one double and two singles each. So still, Zero Doom is we gonna ban Redwoods and restrict Library, while Damsquip is banning Balcony, unfortunate for
Aw,
you, and restricting Gallery. While we have double Ballroom and Veranda, with gallery, aquarium, modern, and library. So quite literally, I think all the 4 of 8 and 5 out of 8 venues, and not a smaller venue inside. So this is gonna
yeah,
be quite a bit of a longer set potentially.
not a draft I am a fan of. I mean, of course, it's going to be a longer set. It has more venues. Um, Not a draft I'm necessarily a fan of, but what I know is that every player can make every game interesting, even if it is just a veranda or library or something.
I don't think we should continue to. I think let's just get into the game. I think we're gonna be starting on ballroom, as Damp is gonna be taking the spy side, playing as general. Starting in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Uh, a long
Oh,
time ago,
what a bug. Oh,
that is
oh,
just nasty.
it's just that's I was about to say that Dampsquib is one of the best but probably the best buggers in the whole of SML. I think maybe Sauerkraut would be up better. And I think that maybe our host will also agree with that. But Dampsquib is very, very good at the bugs, as shown just here. That's just a nasty bug.
Like, come on, man! General's walking back is already invisible. Why do you have to make it even more hard to notice? Yikes! That is going to be a mountain to climb for Zerodoom here. However, the game's not over yet. We still need to complete our missions, right? And we will start by green flirting. So, well, we will proceed with a green flirt, rather.
And going to statues, I think this early on, potentially finishing the one flirt in contact, unless we got hard credit for that bug, which I cannot see a situation where that happened. I think, yeah, I think Amscript agrees. Damscript thinks that, okay, I got this bug cleanly. I'm gonna go center statues early in the game. going to, oh, is that Alice gonna ruin our inspects here?
Oh, the
Oh, yeah,
right
she's
statue is
gonna be.
inspected, the health statue is inspected, but unfortunately the left one wasn't. Ow, that is a little bit painful. But yeah, conventional wisdom suggests that going to statues early on in the game is not good because you get highlight, and while you are highlight, it's so much harder to bug and some such. But in this particular case, the bug is already completed, so Dampsquib having a free reign to complete all of those soft tile missions that he wants. 90 seconds on the clock. We still need to get our second flirt in, and maybe even a third.
And we still need to finish inspects. Here you go. It is a white content. There's quite a few people outside of the conversation. That's gonna let off at least 4 lowlights.
It's a funny situation, right? On one hand, you do have a mission completed, and that is very nice. But on the other, it seems like Dampsquib is starting to slowly fall into a little bit of a problem where you have a mission completed, so you're not likely to complete others because you feel like you're on pace, forgetting that hard missions kind of transcend pacing, and it's the soft ones that you really need to care about. However, there's going to be our last inspect, both in our eyes and the snipers, and now we just need to green this flirt. We will pretty easily get away with this game.
Oh,
That's
we're
painful.
gonna have to leave and it's gonna come back. That's the unfortunate part of not greening there. So we're gonna have to leave and join the same conversation. And we're on one of two highlights, and we're gonna be seen talking. And
I mean, we will, but on the other hand, we have been very aggressively not bugging or not doing any other missions. There's no swap, no fingerprint, no purloin, no nothing. As far as Zerodoom knows, we only have completed 3 missions. However, the truth is slightly scarier.
indeed, Dampsquib gets the flirt, finishes the flirt just in the nick of time, and we do get that win. I want to take that look at that bug again because it's one of those early chaos bugs. It's just I want to see that from the sniper side how that looked. Oh, that is just almost invisible. Maybe you can maybe you can see a hand for the very first couple of frames, but apart from that, it's just and especially at the very start of the game with all the chaos, it is usually hard to notice. There's not a lot of tells there. And
And it's not like you're looking for that in cast time either. That is just disgusting.
yeah, solid one from Dampsquib. Um,
Well,
I mean,
Zero
let's hope.
Doom still has a chance to at least tie it up and, you know, negate that little bug with a nice game of his own. So let's see what he will do as Disney on our second game of Ballroom in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
I haven't watched much Zero Doom. Maybe you're more familiar with him as we are gonna hit the floor for 34%. Are you more aware of like his play style or his
Uh,
tendencies?
See, now, the one mistake you've done before asking that question is you forgot to check the division. I'm afraid, as far as Spyparty Major League goes, I am very much a Sapphire expert and nothing else.
I thought you said that they're both blue and they mean the same thing.
Uh, Fair enough. But those venues are like at least twice as big as I'm used to. And this is very hard to adjust. Like, come on, there's also occlusion? Who the hell would play an occlusion venue like Ballroom in my draft? Yo, that's just scary.
I mean, minute gone by, we only have one flirt to show for it. As okay, oh, we are chasing for this flirt here.
We might just be chasing for the book. It's fine. Dampsquib, meanwhile, taking a very much a rave angle here, trying to guard for any suspicious bugs that might just happen, unawares that they will not happen because spies on the other side of the venue. However, this march from the background to the foreground is very visible.
I mean, we're not really doing anything yet, though, so maybe not paying attention.
I mean, we can
Uh,
always start.
True, but I mean, again, so that again, I think it's just too slow. And I think we're standing here reading for tad too long here as well.
I
Just
mean, really, the biggest annoying thing to do pacing wise is flirt. And thankfully, Seduction Target joins right next to us for a change, giving us the perfect flirt completion. And now we just need to find the banana bread, go put the book back into green, and I guess inspect. That will be a very late inspect, but when you're playing that slow, you have to take some sacrifices.
yeah, here you go. It is a white banana bread.
I was the only person in the banana bread.
Yeah, the only real again.
Oh no. See, if you're playing slow, you have to hedge your bets and make sure that your late finish is not suspicious. And unfortunately here, for a spy that looks for a banana bread, and in sub 5 we do have a few, uh, this is just a death sentence right here. But however, up there, the death sentence is complete mission switch. I guess a microfilm works.
Yeah, again, unfortunate that we're the only person that in the party that could have real, but just I think we're forced into doing this play because we just didn't leave ourselves a lot of time. And again, I would like to see a bit of faster pace over Zero Doom for coming up to the next games because just yeah, we're not leaving ourselves options and just risky direct transfer, but very rarely works,
I
unfortunately.
mean, even if the direct works, like you have 40 seconds remaining and you still need to do one more thing, right? So even if you don't get shot, you're still out of pace. You still are out of time very much, which is a bigger issue than getting shot for the microfilm. I think that microfilm is not wrong. I think that the rest of the game could use a little bit more action.
Agreed. I think let's move on to the next game. The let's see if the Zero Doom can at least pick up their sniper. So thus far, Dampsquib is up to 0. Dampsquib is
Well,
going to be playing as Salmon. Excuse me.
There is an ambassador in direct proximity to us. At least it looks like that from the sniper's view. So I am very scared already. But let's see how this one will go, shall we?
In 3, 2, 1, playing it. Are we gonna get? Oh no, we're not.
Thank God.
We quite literally run from the ambassador as we are looking to find our seduction target. As we do hit a white for 33%.
Oh, thank God that did not happen again. On one side, it would have been very sad. On the other side, it would have been very interesting to try buy Dampsquib. Because having just been got by the instant bug, Zerodoom is probably looking for it. But
There's a
if.
fake into a plant bug,
Oh,
and
Lord. But if you cast time bug twice in a row, Zerodon will be looking for it for the rest of the set, allowing you a little bit more time to do things in other places. However, here, well, that is a clean bug. The only thing that we can put on the spy is just being next to the ambassador, which I don't think is necessarily correct thing to highlight people for. So yeah, my prognosis is going to be green for this game. And the little laser shake by Zero Doom confirms that Florida Man does not quite.
when another contact, this time every single person is in the conversation circle, in a conversation circle, rather. So no additional high lowlights or highlights, and we just oh we bounce around. We desperately want to get the splurt in. So
Is that
that's it's a
that is a
path and a
legal
half.
path? That is a legal path. That is not a legal path. However, Zero Doom, from what I recall, Zero Doom is one of the um, older players in the league. So things like pathing are a very novel concept, I would imagine. At
I mean,
least
indeed. There is a coming back to the game for a potential finish. There is a fingerprint on the closest most statue to the sniper. So there is a Never mind. I was just cut off, and and we just
that's
and
what you get for cutting me off a wrong shot. Uh, so what has Twin done? I know that he's stalking, and that's what he's shot for. But is it really just?
he has center inspects, and maybe thinking that there's a potential bug path there,
After
and afterwards we take a drink and then we immediately talk. So maybe we're just assuming that the flirt is finished.
that was a very annoying leave. I I don't understand where the shot is coming from, but unfortunately, it's not the correct one. Oh well, Zero Doom.
I think again we have center inspects, and maybe we give him bug credit at some point. Maybe right just at the entry there,
I
and
believe
we
it's
talk to him.
just the entry in the end here. And we go to talking immediately afterwards. It's just some very spy-like activities altogether. Taking a drink, immediately leaving, going right next to the ambassador, and immediately talking after rejoining. That is, oh my god, that is like 5 highlights already. Either way, Zero Doom, despite all of his shenanigans, is going to be 0-3 as we are moving into game number 4. And let's see if Wheels can switch it up.
Starting in 3, 2, 1, playing it. I like how you keep the counting down to me. It's very nice of you.
Well, you say that. Either way, a little bit of a roll around the menu as we are trying to nestle into our seduction target. That's going to be a white flirt, unfortunately. Yeah, the one thing that could help with bad pacing is hitting those greens. Unfortunately, here not going to be an option taken. So Zero Doom will have to figure out some other ways to do things. Now, Wheels is a little bit of a weird character for many reasons. What do you think could be some of our strengths that the speak might provide?
I mean, definitely not bug, which I but uh, I don't see. Here would be a very good time to do a fake contact. Unfortunately, this is again everyone is in conversation, but we elect not to. And this is gonna give like some head scratches to the sniper. Say, okay, why is there no contact here? This must mean that the spy is not in the conversation, because not in the conversation with the DA rather.
I mean, the thing is, a lot of people choose not to banana bread until they have banana bread, which is. I would heavily advocate against it. I would heavily advocate that he drops this attitude if you're the one doing it. Uh, General viewer person, but yeah, here Zero Dawn will choose not to banana bread, and Dampsquib will choose not to pay attention to that, which I think is fair. After all, there are much more pressing things to look at. For example, the ambassador or the uh, guest list. But it could be a nice thing. I'm just not sure what it would signify at this division.
Minute 10 left, and we're being patient again, and in my just opinion that we're being too patient.
But our pacing is perfect. We have seduce done. Of course, that's not correct. Like, seduce is a big part of pacing, but pacing is not just seduce. You still need to get your banana bread. You still need to get your inspects in, if that's the way you prefer to play your games. And well, you do get some 4 whole minutes, not just to complete Flirt, but to complete some other missions. And unfortunately, either Zero Doom hasn't seen an opportunity enticing enough, or has just elected not to take any of them. There's a bug.
Indeed, there is a bug, and we're gonna go to the swap here.
I
Kinda-
ac- actually very much like this. I like this banana bread into a bug split, allowing us to turn one of our biggest weaknesses into a perceived strength on a mind gamey kind of level. We are gonna swap. There's a mission win pending. It's green, but unfortunately, it only means that we will go into overtime and we will be ourselves who triggers that overtime. That's a white test. If you can time it with a drink takes, that will be very confusing. And yes, it confuses them squib enough. Oh, that
Indeed.
is a fascinating finish.
Oh, that is a nice shot. Sorry, not nice shot, nice game rather. Nice finish. I want to take a look at that sniper from the sniper side.
That is so good. So yeah, uh, I guess you can just start at the banana bread here for the end game sequence. So you have the banana bread, right? And then Wheels immediately goes for a bug because bug is one of the weaknesses of the character. And of course, no Wheels would bug. So while Dampsquib is busy selecting his lowlights, the bug will just take. And we are gonna go to the statues because, as a wrestler has mentioned, we are out of time. We have to complete going for a swap here. The swap hangs the clock, but if the swap takes and if someone else swaps, the shot will be on us because at this level, people can generally tell the fate apart. So Zerodoom will go for a little bit of a gambit. He goes to another set of the statues and triggers overtime that way, allowing the clock to hang and timing the last inspect with someone else taking a drink, I would imagine. So there is some chance that this overtime is triggered by the purloin, which Dampsquib has no way to tell apart. And unfortunately for Dampsquib, the angle on the tray is not allowing him to see the list, which just means that he has to assume that it was a purloin. And here we will see a shot for that instead of Wills, who has just completed his inspects. What a fascinating game. Now, unfortunately, it appears that my co-caster has decided to leave. So, Nebula friend, uh, how shall we take it?
I'll cast with you.
Let's go then. I assume that
Apparently,
you have an idea about what's happening with the match, right? You have the score and everything.
I'm hosting, so I hope so.
I don't need to tell you any like lectures about the history of this particular match.
No. It's fine. We're just gonna cast some games. It's gonna be fine. You can do the countdown though.
And also, you probably understand how to cast those big venues, so that is also great for me because I have no idea. So, Dampsquib is gonna be playing Duke on our first game of Veranda in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Veranda is a venue where you kinda have to do stuff.
Which would be a big issue for Zerodoom, which I assume is why Dampsquib has doubled it, right?
Did them script double it? Then yeah, I guess.
I'm going to assume so. Because Zerodoom, for however great the last ending looked, it was an ending that depended a lot on how the party would turn out to be. So, unfortunately, you can replicate such great endings game after game after game, in which case, the fact that he has weak pacing, and he has had weak pacing even in the last game, will bite back hard, and Dampsquib is
No.
choosing to exploit that weakness.
Yeah, this venue definitely. I will say that last game might be one of the best, if not the best, spy game I've seen in this league. So it might win the spy awards if people vote for it.
But it will certainly not win the match because you need more than just one game to get over a set. And for what Dampsquib has shown us, well, so far it has been a bug. We haven't paid attention to it much because, of course, Dampsquib is gonna get a bug away. But yeah, it was a bug. It was pretty clean. I don't think it was necessarily seen.
Duke has a really weird bug because his left hand is positioned differently than the other characters. So usually, like you could just see that right now, it's like at the back, and
Mhm.
you can use that for some really good reverse drive-by bugs, and that's what Dampsquib did. So he has a bug, and now he's going for the microfilm action test. It's gonna be green, so that's nice.
We are being loaded before we enter the bookshelf. I'm not quite sure what for. Maybe it was a perceived bug on that move.
You mean the highlights? Yes.
Yes, apologies.
Maybe. I didn't really look at it, but the pacing so far is pretty good. We can finish flirt here. We need to do one more transfer. We can take this green book that has a print, so we can like do a combination of missions at one mission site.
It would be pretty nice, but unfortunately, it's usually not the first direct transfer, but the second one that kills. So I'm interested to see when Dampsquib will elect to go for it. And
Yep.
to be fair, Zerodoom hasn't changed his angle much from this head-on angle. However, now that Dampsquib is at the bookshelf, he really is intent on looking for that action test. So
It seems that Zerodoom is really guarding this microphone. Yeah, after Dampsquib moves, the sniper also moves, so he's probably camping it really hard.
So, if transfer is not in the cards, is it smart to just take it back legally and focus on the rest of the missions, or
In this situation, I would
do you think the not?
immediately green test. You need to do it immediately. Now it's already too late. Usually you have like a 2-second
And
window
that's a
to do
white
it.
test, so the
Yeah.
hand is visible immediately. Yeah, the book is gonna
Uh,
get noticed, and the shot is gonna happen.
It's a nice catch from Zerodoom though. Not sure what he caught. Well, why he got a highlight. What the reasonings was. Let's see. Let's go back and see.
I
Oh,
would
maybe Buck. Buck.
assume it's something with this move. I think it was a pursuit bug on there.
Yeah.
That is definitely a set of bounces. Well, the highlight maybe not for the bug that happened, but a bug did happen, and Dampsquib got highlight for a bug, so it all checks out in the end.
Yeah, the
And
first
yeah,
microfilm is clean. I think it's like a combination of going to the second bookcase and also it has a print on it, so
hmm
it's really likely that the spy is there, or is the person that's doing that. So yeah, nice win from Zerodome. So let's just go
pretty
to the
fair.
next game. It's gonna
And
be
Zerodoom
Small
is
Man.
gonna click the small man button, yeah. Well, let's see what antics the small guy will get up to in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Smallman is an interesting pick on Verena. It still has its uses, especially on the left side. If there's like a lot of people there, you can still hide there. Do like,
Oh, I
ooh,
like this.
oh
I
no.
mean, Zerodoom knows that his spacing is in shambles, right? So you have to fix it, and you're not just gonna start doing stuff and be good at it immediately. So you have to fix it other ways, and the timeout is a pretty good way to fix bad pacing,
There
I would
were
say.
also a lot of people at Windows, so even if this is caught, it's not necessarily
Legal path.
telling that it's us. I mean, if it's not seen, it's fine, right?
Yeah, as long as the sniper does not see. Unfortunately, that means that we have spent a lot of our extra time just trying to get next to our seduction target and not succeeding at it at all.
Oh, we're gonna
However,
BB? Gonna BB early? Damn. That's something I would not advise you to do, especially when you got the timeout. Now you're gonna narrow this party really down for the sniper.
and it's a bug,
Oh,
while Dampsquib is busy low lighting.
okay.
That is a very powerful tool for Zerodoom so far. In 2 games, he has executed this, and I think it has been pretty unnoticed.
Yeah, the move with the BB and the buck helps us much more than the BB early on and doesn't give you anything. So the SC is not working with us though. That's kinda annoying.
We are still trying very aggressively to get this flirt, which is a little bit of an issue because considering it doesn't work for us at all, we don't get any progress and we still waste more time. trying to get into those full-on conversations. And here we are also gonna get highlight. I think that we still need one more mission that would be considered a hot bell, so unfortunately, maybe it was a little bit too early.
Maybe it's just statue highlights. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but like completing hot bells with highlights is usually harder, so people don't advise
Oh, yeah.
to
But
inspect
yeah.
early, right?
Well, you could finish with inspect and fingerprint, but do you have the time for that? I'm not sure. I mean, still almost 3 minutes on the clock. And Ember is moving and doing stuff, so maybe you can go for this book prints or briefcase in a little bit.
It appears that Zerodoom will choose to start with a flirt, which will be very nice. That green is also gonna be very nice, but unfortunately the first test was white, so we still will need at least one more flirt. We will not need to care about the action test as long as we are close enough, so that's good at least, but so
Yeah,
far...
any distance is fine with 84%. You should probably just ignore the action chest, and because you can always red test, right? So it's
Mhm.
better to just not do any action tests and just ignore it. We're gonna go next for OSC again. We're gonna probably flirt really fast, and then we still need to do 2 more missions.
Yeah, I think I would prefer trying to get that book print before flirting a second time. Because going immediately next to our seduction target, once we're already highlight, might
Yes,
raise some red flags, but going to the books first.
I like this. I love this swap. No, it's a green. No hat. Oh
And he's putting
no!
it back immediately.
That could have been so good because Salmon was there just before, and we could have like framed Salmon, or at
Very
least.
tricksy, but unfortunately not quite enough cover, and we are no cover at all, considering that we are smallmen, so it's very easily snooped out, and unfortunately here.
I like to try, but the execution
A little bit too good.
is too good, but it's a green, and then it's like an animation break. So,
Mhm.
well,
I
still
think
nice idea though.
I would prefer if we just inspect normally after getting that green, but I think once you're committed to the play, you can't just not click to put it back immediately, right? Because you're already armed to do that action.
Are we looking at the laser play? No, we're not really looking at the laser. So maybe we are thinking that the laser's on the left side, and then we can choose this. But nope, the sniper saw us.
Oh well. The scoreline, I believe it is actually gonna be a 4-2, so
Is it 4-2?
I have
Yes.
no idea.
Yes.
You're the host and I have the
Yes.
stream open, so
Yeah,
I'm
no, it
going to
is.
trust you. I'm going to believe that you have that correct.
It is
And
correct.
I shall watch the next game with you as well, as we do have a rocker on veranda in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
And Pearl says ST. That's an interesting choice with Veranda because Veranda is like one of the bigger venues, right? So
Mhm.
ST can really annoy you with walking away and doing stuff.
Oh yeah, I haven't actually considered that because while the ST is moving, you can't flirt with them, right? So
Ooh,
you
ooh.
have that much less
We
time.
can flirt and we can take the briefcase. Nice. That's
That's
a nice
neat.
move. That's a really nice move from Dampsquib. It's like the small things that sometimes help you
Oh,
a
look at
lot.
that QXG. That's nice, but not relevant at all.
Oh, I didn't see the bounces. Nice stop. Are we gonna return it? Yes. We're gonna be nice enough, I guess.
I might as well. Now we're gonna go back for a flirt. Our first, well, second flirt is also going to be a white vest, so 68% on that mission. And yeah, just a
I
little
mean,
bit of a nice start. Not too much in terms of hard missions, but the progress is overall appreciated.
on this venue, you don't really need a 2 flirt. Like, you can even finish with a 4 flirt, probably. Because there's so much time. It's like 4:30 you start with, and as you know, you have 4 minutes and 30 seconds to time it, basically. Oh, we can book here maybe? No.
That is a highlight. That is a highlight on a lot of people. On one side, I like that apparently. Well, I think that the highlights are for bug attempts, and I
Oh.
think Zerodoom has conceded that he's not necessarily gonna see a bug.
Interesting.
Um,
We're gonna bug here? Yeah, nice bug. It takes. It's not seen.
I mean, we are highlight already, so
Yeah, we are probably already. Well, never mind. We're
Aw.
neutralized right now.
okay. I think that was just the chains then, because like if you're highlighting for bug, why the hell would you
Could
put
be.
it back down?
I know of some players that like to highlight rejects because it's an easier way to memorize stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's going to be our induction, our second mission that is gonna get completed. So still need a banana bread, still needs that second fingerprint, and one more mission. Probably inspect. Oh,
Oh, it's
oh
gonna be a
no.
cough. Is that seen on the camera? Yeah, it's seen
Yes.
in Zerodoom is shooting. That's kinda sad in some way.
You hate to see it, but
I mean, it happens.
is it just better to ignore the action test then? Or
I mean, if it's like if the green is next to the red, then maybe. I mean, a white is also fine here. Like, what are you really gaining from a green here? Not that much.
you don't get shot for red.
True. Anyhow, Dampsquib is still up, so and he has to snipe this last Veranda game. It's gonna be Zerodoom on Alice. Nice pick.
Well,
Standing in. Yeah.
Let's see what she will do in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Okay.
Right next to the ambassador as well, but here we will not elect to go for a very early bug.
But instead we're gonna go to a blue bookcase. We can maybe microfilm you, but
That
we
is a
might.
green.
It's a green. It's not visible. Emma's also walking away, so display will probably never be caught because of that.
Yeah, I mean, the animation is very much not seen because I believe we are behind the curtain
Mm-hmm.
at the time of the microfilm, so there's not really a reason to suspect that we are doing this.
We have the ST here. We can also maybe do a reverse drive-by bug when Emma's coming, but we're gonna white pearl line, and is that? Yeah, that's seen.
And we're gonna leave immediately to the statues after take a scene. That is not.
I mean, I like to try it. It can sometimes work, right? Sometimes it works just white pearl and go to statues and like, hey, I was never offered. It's like I didn't do it. I was at statues, but it's seen by Dampsquib and Dampsquib shoots for that.
Yeah, I don't think snipers at that level will just allow you to get away with a take and with a gulp on screen. Unfortunately for
yes.
Zerodoom, while some of his attempts to cheese his opponent work, the others just kind of fall flat on their face, which is unfortunate, but is the way the cheeses are gonna go.
Okay, our next venue is gonna be Gallery, the best venue in the game. So I've heard.
And we do have Kane as our spy, the best spy in the game, or so I've heard.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
see how the game will go in 3, 2, 1, playing it. I'm serious. Stop laughing.
Yeah.
People have told me that Kane is the best.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the best spy on the best venue, and we're gonna immediately choose the microphone, direct transfer. And it's not seen probably because the attention from the snipers on the front side of the venue.
Yeah, so scared of the bugs that we don't see a transfer. She's a very sad.
I mean, if you spawn there, you have to do the transfer, right? Like, I would always do transfer there, especially if Emba's at the front. Like, you just have to.
Fair enough. Well, I mean, that's a fourth. So now we just get to
Oh,
avoid getting galleried. Unfortunately, here the seduction target will ensure that there's no spot in the conversation for us to sit in.
we can back here maybe? No, we cannot. Ember's moving away from us after bouncing a little bit. Okay, 3 minutes still left, and we.
And
Oh.
never mind. Just a little bit of fooling around. I think we were trying to highlight Twin who was behind us.
I see. A lot of highlights already this early on. Not sure if that's only for statues or also a little bit of behavioral reads.
I believe it's statues, and we are trying to highlight the chain.
Ooh. That is kind of difficult to do if you don't also memorize like like if you have to separate them basically, which could be tricky to do.
And if you're separating them already, might as well not highlight.
Yes, I guess so. But maybe we are using more memory space for other stuff that doesn't include purloin and in specs. I'm not sure.
Well, we have rejected and we're not a highlight yet. Gonna pick up the briefcase.
Take the briefcase. Doesn't have a print, which is kind of sad. And we're getting a lowlight for that because the briefcase was empty and we get rewarded with a lowlight.
Indeed. I'm gonna go for a banana bread. Going to be green test, which is always better than red. So at least something.
Okay.
Ooh, Ambassador was right next to us and was moving on our collision course, but unfortunately decides to swerve away at just last moment.
Are we gonna back?
And a reverse drive-by.
We
Yeah.
try the bug, but it's not connecting because Amber's stopping a little bit in front of us, or the left of us, rather.
And now we get it.
Damn.
See, you just have to ask them.
This one was better because Seth was like hiding the entire arm, the entire body, to be honest.
I think our hand was visible on the first bug attempt, but the second one was definitely unseen. Well, unviewed even.
Ooh, we have to move away and flood again. Are we gonna redirect from nowhere?
Wheels can just come to us instead,
Wheels is coming to us, but do we know that? No, we don't.
leaving Q and G alone in the front.
Oh. This can be tricky. Oh no, it's gonna redirect. Please don't go to the front.
Oh.
Okay, we need to have a green.
It's
No.
cancelled!
Oh! But we switch.
I like it, actually.
We kinda had to. It's either that or you have to purloin.
Oh,
Yeah.
we know we don't get it, and the angle is so far to the right because we are trying to see the statues that Taft is inspecting that the whole maneuver was essentially invisible. Even if we ignore the fact that we are low light, and once overtime shows up, we do shoot the most suspicious person in the body.
Oh my god. Taft is going to freaking statues last second.
Taft is a homie.
Are you serious? That's bad
See,
luck.
this game is what you tell people when they ask you why you don't pick Taft
Yeah.
as ambassador every time. Sometimes he's just a homie.
I mean, he's fast, so he probably does more stuff than other people. Anyhow, let's go to the next game. It's gonna be Zerodoom as Boots, starting in 3, 2, 1. Playing it.
And just making sure it's not match point yet.
It's not, because this is the Master Division, so it's first to 9, or it has to be an 8-8 tie.
Good, because I am still slightly confused by those.
It's basically Master Grandmaster is the best of 16, and the Gem Divisions is the best of 12.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that's because a few of the higher top players wanted to play more games, including me. Oh, bug. Not
Eh,
bugging.
Zerodoom is not a player that like does things impulsively, which is, I guess, is a weakness.
Bug!
He's much more. He strikes me much more as a Florida man who would just set up schemes and then have the schemes pay off. But this whole sequence is very sad because that bug would have been very nice.
Hey, at least
Both
we
of
have
them.
flirt done, and it's only 1 minute and 15 seconds passed.
See,
So,
our flirt is done and not even half the time has passed yet. Our pacing is perfect.
and we're also gonna BB. It's not the worst BB. It's gonna let down 7 lowlights.
I think Wills is also a low light, but I'm not sure.
I think so, yeah. But
Easily.
it's not a biggie to miss that.
Better safe than sorry, yeah. So Zerodoom now has 2 minutes to find inspects and the fourth mission, I would assume. And now we don't even have the crotch question mark? The play of Banana Bread bug. Because we have already Banana Bread once, and we all know that people in Masters don't Banana Bread twice. You don't, right?
Sometimes. I mean, we could have gone, yeah, we can go to inspects, like statues here, go inspects, and then also inspect swap pretty early on.
We are gonna swap here, which
Oh.
is going to be a white test. I'm pretty sure we did not want that.
If that was a green and we went to the other set of statues, that would have been an amazing play. But sadly, it's a white and it's seen, and we're probably getting shots when we go to this set of statues. Yes.
I think Dampsquib was lining up on us the entire time here. Because he spent a lot of time trying to figure out if that's indeed the statues that we're looking for. That he's looking for, rather. And yeah, like he starts shifting, but then Zerodoom starts moving. And I do agree with Dampsquib that there's no reason to shoot because we still need to complete the second half of inspects. And there's no reason to shoot while we are moving because if a random dance lets Zerodoom stay into the match for longer, it's just a little bit of a feel bad. So I'm gonna be patient, gonna wait for Zerodoom to stop, and then shot rings across.
I like Zerodoom Spy though. He has like a clear idea what to do, but just how he's doing it sometimes. I mean, this time it had to be a green swap, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sadly, you hit the white.
Zerodoom has a clean play in theory, but unfortunately, only in theory and practice are the same. Because there's a lot of wrenches thrown into those plans, and sometimes it's just a wrong action test, sometimes it's an opportunity to bug that unfortunately you did not see because you're trying to size up something 3 minutes away in another part of the venue. And yeah, here it seems to strike him in all of the wrong places. But the games where it does work look very neat.
Yeah, the ballroom game was a beauty for sure. Anyhow, Zerodoom has to snipe on library now. Dampsquib still needs to win 2 more to win the set. Let's see if Dampsquib can win a spy, starting in 3, 2, 1, playing it. This time it's gonna be theft, which is an interesting pick.
I mean, it is a very big venue, so you do pick a very fast spy.
That, and you can also hide the statues, so you can like block, swap, basically. Body block.
Could be backbreaking.
ST is at statues, so we're probably thinking, I don't really want to get a highlight early on, so let's just wait until she leaves statues. But she's probably gonna go for the briefcase.
We are just moving around, trying to see if there's a potential maybe time ad in the books. Although Dampsquib doesn't quite give me the impression of a player who would time ad.
Just gonna wait until ST safely joins this conversation. We're gonna go next to her. I don't think this is like 51, this might be 47 or something. But it doesn't matter because it's a white test. It's gonna be 32% for us.
A bit unfortunate, but I think that's still enough to get 2 more whites without worrying about a fourth. And yeah, just sitting around waiting for things to fall into place. Maybe sizing up potential fingerprints, if there are any.
I mean, you have a lot of time to time out, so I think we will see at least one timeout, because if you look at the mission progress, it's not that much so far. We might be setting up here for like a double walking bug, but
Or
we
maybe a
just
Purloin.
maybe a Purloin, but I would advise you to not do so because Emma was just there, so that just makes it more
We are
apparent.
going.
Oh,
There's a bug. It's going to be a wrong arm, I think.
yeah, that's a pretty good bug.
I have to admit, I haven't seen Teft's bug much. How does he size up as a bug in character?
If you can wrong on bug, then his bug is basically S tier, I feel like. But if you just do like a normal bug, then it's like big hands really visible, right? So
Yeah. Oh well. We will get a little bit more progress by getting a fingerprint here and going for a yet another flirt. That's going to be 63%. So we will need to green, yeah, if we want to finish with one more.
or we can time out right now. I think you need to time out right now. No, like Amber's on the left. There's not enough time left for you to do 4 more missions. You have to time out. I feel like right now, or you need to, I don't know.
Do a very, very weird rush play. That's likely not gonna work. We are gonna go right next to the double agent, so that's our next
Oh, it's gonna
action.
be.
It's going to be a red test. It's going to be a calf, and Dampsquib, Dampsquib, Dampsquib.
This is the second red test VP from Dampsquib. And it's the second time that Zerodoom sees it and shoots for it. That's so
Damn,
unlucky.
son.
So
Just-
unlucky. It's like I
Yikes.
think we were still. Why were we a highlight, by the way? I didn't even catch that.
Oh,
Oh, Prince.
probably
Prince.
Fair
Okay.
enough. That
Maybe,
one good.
maybe even a request. It's just like maybe we're like a little bit suspicious of like a request for the fingerprintable drink. I'm not sure.
Oh well. Either way, it feels like we shall move on. Zerodoom now going to spy on library as Alice in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Does Zerodoom do like random casts? Because sorry, Amber is a really interesting pick. It's like I haven't seen that in ever, so
I think we can assume so after that choice.
also SD is pills, so next to
Well,
each other.
it always helps to green the first flirt, so 51% means we don't need to fish for them too much in the future. I'm interested how Zerodoom will try to spy against anyone on library, because that's such a laser play kind of venue, and I'm actually very interested to see how Zerodoom's strategies and shenanigans will interact with it.
Yeah, this is like a different kind of venue because the sniper cannot see every part of the venue at all times, so they have to allocate that time on one place, right? So they basically have to choose where to watch when, and that gives the spy opportunities to do stuff somewhere else.
Or you can choose to watch everywhere and see nothing. However, here, Dampsquib will notice us going for our first bottle inspect, And we will get a highlight very early on, I have to add, which might be very annoying for us in the future.
Yeah, but still we have to do Stormfires. Hopefully some other people will go to statues so that we are not the only one out of two highlights.
And I guess a highlight doesn't matter much if you're not on the screen at all, so that might also help a bit.
True.
Well, the seduction cooldown has expired. We are gonna go and finish that mission. Zerodoom has completed Flirt first. It feels like on at least half of his spy games.
Yes, it feels like that, but he always has a lot of time after the flirt is done to do other stuff, which is good. Some spies usually flirt for the entire game.
And we're gonna red test the second banana bread, which
Oh,
is interesting. We are doing so behind the pillar, and Dampsquib will just start lowlighting the cuffs, but because we are behind the pillar, we will not get a low light, sorry, so maybe the gamble isn't as good as Zerodoom hoped for.
I don't think that was on purpose, but maybe it is. Maybe his genius spy is, I don't know, cooking something.
Look, it's easier to assume that than it is compared to.
Oh no, YBB. That's a little bit too much. Maybe Twin could have been the person that Dampsquib was thinking of.
Mm, but yeah, like two banana breads is pretty good for shenanigans, but the more banana breads you do afterwards, the easier it is for for the sniper to just assume that everyone has real and ignore any further banana breads, just low lighting people outside of conversations. And
I
we
will
are gonna
say,
go
oh, Purloin.
for a purloin. That's going to be a white test again.
It's super visible. And yeah, we also buck at at the same time. I mean, yes, could work.
Might as well,
Yeah,
right?
might as well. That's gonna be Dampsquib 8-4. Only needs one more win. It's maybe gonna happen on Aquarium. That's definitely a venue where you can win spy games.
And quite a lot of them at that. Unfortunately, this time around, it's only going to be a single. And yeah, Dampsquib is gonna be playing Mom in 3, 2, 1, playing it. We don't have any like official casting rules about Jennifer's name, right? We can't just call Peel however we want.
I mean, you cannot say whatever you want, but Jennifer should be fine, in my opinion. I usually say Till.
Alright. Either way, our first flirt is going to be green, so that's a 51% right out of the gate.
Oh, look at this Ember. It's like shark walking, which is like giving credits to everyone that's like in the middle conversation, also at bar.
That is a very scary situation to start off with. It seems like Zerodoom is going to hope that it's not happening, or at least not going to highlight for it, so.
If I'm a spy and I see that, I'm like, okay, these few people are like a delegate target for me.
Mhm.
Because if they take the delegates and they have a bug, and then they probably also have like a BB and flirt on, then it's a really good chance they will get shot.
84 on the flirt as the ambassador passes us by. Unfortunately, nothing to cover the potential bug, so we shall restrain ourselves for the time being.
Emma's coming to the middle conversation. Are we gonna buck here? Buck. No, it's gonna be. Oh, we did a priority mistake. We did a BB, but we wanted to have a buck probably.
I would imagine so. I'm actually surprised that it's working like that. Don't you want to start moving and then bug? Ooh, I think that stop was a little bit visible. If we're gonna be looking at that a lot, but all in all, the bug has happened, and we're not credited for it, so that's good.
Gonna go for the delegates first, and then we're gonna probably flirt and delegate someone.
I mean, we don't really care who we delegate to, right?
Depends where you're playing. Some players really pair people up, and if you pair like a lowlight up, then you could get shots.
Hmm. That would be
Oh,
slightly annoying. That was a little bit of a weird path. I don't think Zerodoom will pay any attention to it, but there's a flirt and they Ooh, I like this. Delegate to a character with a book, which means that the character with a book has to slam it back.
but we're not really shooting for it, so we should know it's either a red test or a delegate, or Boots is a
Salmon
spy.
joins right next to us and he has a drink in hand. That is a godsend. Oh boy.
And we're shooting Salmon for it. Damn.
We're just
That's...
kind of assuming that the Perlin happens here. Because I don't think we've seen the least gun, but
I mean, would the spy do this? That's probably what Zerodoom is thinking. Like, almost no one does the play that Woods is doing. Usually it's the one that's sending it that what the spy is. So,
So yeah, Zerodoom knows it's a delegate, but unfortunately here Salman takes Boots' place immediately after she's leaving, so he gets all the credit for delegating here as well. And yeah, it's a smart shot. A smart shot. He definitely realized what's going on, but unfortunately failed to see the last little piece of critical information here.
yeah, this bug
Do
attempt was...
you want to start moving with those bugs, or do you just click the button and then move out?
What do you mean?
Like, just press WASD first, and then you're not in the conversation, and then you
Oh,
don't.
no. What I usually do is basically I look at the priority, and it will say like you can like scroll to the right, like QE. So basically, when I see another thing pop up, I know it's a bug, and then I press E, and then I press the bug basically at the same time.
Fair enough. Oh well, that is going to be a nice little win by Dampsquib. Zerodoom has tried a lot of things on the spy side, but unfortunately not all of them worked. And in
Yeah.
the end, it appears that Zerodoom is going to be our prime candidate to get relegated in the next season, which is unfortunate.
Yes, and on the other side, Dampsquib can still reach the championship match if they get top 2. They still need to play one more match, week 7. They are tied with ADF on 9 points, so they could potentially make it if they win their next match.
Yeah. Always nice to see close endings, especially in high divisions.
To be honest, anyone can still make it, I think.
Surely Zerodoom cannot.
Except Zerodoom, yeah. I meant the top 5, yeah. The top
Yeah,
5,
that's
all of them can still make it, I believe. If
Yes.
I'm looking at the scores.
This looks very close between a bunch of players who are pretty good, so happy to see that.
Yeah, but that's gonna be next week.
Ooh.
And we still have this week.
Oh no. There's way too many weeks.
There still needs to be 3 more full matches that needs to be casted. They are all from Grandmaster. So we kind of finished Sapphire and Master today, at least with the full matches. And then maybe tomorrow there's gonna be 2 or even 3 matches of Grandmaster. Maybe next week, Wednesday, Thursday. We shall see. I'm not sure. If you want to know, go to the discord.gg/Spyparty. It will be announced there. And yeah, I want to thank you for casting with me. I also want to thank Wrestler for casting, but he has an issue.
He has decided to die, which is rather unfortunate in the middle of the set, but
It happens.
we shall
fine.
remember him.
We shall remember. Rip. Anyhow, thank you all for watching and see you next time.
Have fun.